going on, everyone? Welcome to today's installment of Mike's Vehicle Vlogs. Thanks for stopping by today. This is probably the first vlog of the new year. So hopefully everybody had a wonderful Christmas, wonderful holiday. Hopefully, you know, a safe New Year celebration also. It is still 2024 right now as this is being filmed. Today is December 28th, so just a few days after Christmas. Kind of have a little bit of a migraine going on right now, so yeah, but as you can see, I don't have a coat on. It's actually been a pretty nice day today. So we were in the 60s today. It's still probably maybe around 60 right now. It's after work, of course. I had to work today, so it's a little after 4 o'clock. Hopefully we'll be able to tackle this and get it done today. But that's really the only reason why I'm trying to do it, is because tomorrow is also supposed to be warm, but there's a good chance for some rain and even some severe weather tomorrow. And then from there, it's all going to go downhill. We're supposed to get some snow, and you know, I'm off New Year's Day. However, we're probably going to be covered in snow, so I'm probably not going to want to do this then. So we're going to do it now and hope that we get it all done today. But we're doing the wheel bearing on the 03 Grand Am finally. It's been a little while now since we diagnosed it. We figured out that this wheel is grinding very badly. Doesn't seem to really have any play or anything in it yet, so it's not coming apart, but the grinding is definitely not just annoying, but it's also a sign that it is eventually destroying itself. It is going to come apart, and that could pose as a huge safety issue. So we are finally going to change it out today. This style hub on these GM cars from this time period, they're bolt-on hubs, so you know, in theory they should be pretty easy to get out and replace. However, this car is not only 21 years old at this time, but it has also lived its whole life here in, you know, the northern Ohio, you know, snow belt area where everything rusts. And yeah, so I mean, this can go, you know, this can go really easy. I'm willing to bet it's going to be pretty hard to actually get the hub out of the knuckle. It's probably rusted in there. So we'll see. Am I up for the challenge today? Not really, because my head hurts and I just wanted to kind of relax when I got home today. But no, for real though, I do want to get this changed out. I'm hoping that we could do this in one shot today. I did borrow a couple of things to make it a little bit easier, hopefully make it easier, in case this hub is stuck. I did acquire a bolt-on hub removal tool, which is basically a big bar that will bolt on to the studs, and you basically just hit it with a hammer or a mallet or something. So, hopefully that'll be enough to get it out of here. I really hope so. But yeah, if you live down south and you're doing this is probably a piece of cake. Anyway, so we do have our hub here. I went with the Rock Auto Special. So this is what I ordered. It was around 40 bucks, really. I'm just hoping that this will, you know, pretty much last the remainder, you know, of the time that this car is gonna, you know, live here, you know, on the road. I haven't even really looked in this yet, but this showed up today, and oh, it does come with a new nut and something else in the bag. We'll look at that when we, you know, obviously get it apart. Oh yeah, and there it is. Now these hubs also include the ABS wheel speed sensors as well. That's what that wiring hanging out there is. Train's here. So yeah, there's that. We will put that back in there for the time being. These hubs seem to have gotten some pretty decent reviews on you know, the Rock Auto site, and like I said, I wasn't going to pay, you know, an arm and a leg for a really expensive hub, because, you know, this car is, who knows how much life she's got left in her. You know, mechanically the car's fine. It's, you know, the structural stuff. So yeah, I think this hub will probably do just fine. At least get it back to being driven again instead of sitting here in the driveway, you know, for most of the week. So I got the wheel loose now. I didn't bring any power tools out here, like my little impact thing. It's a corded thing, so I didn't feel like dragging the extension cord out here. So we're going to do this hopefully all with hand tools. So hopefully this will be working out okay. I also forgot gloves, which also is going to annoy me because now my hands are going to be kind of stained for a while, but it is what it is. So I already broke the lug nuts loose with this long 1/2 inch socket or ratchet, and now we just have to take the wheel off. One of these days I'm gonna end up buying some maybe some battery powered impacts and stuff for the house. I honestly would like to buy a pretty decent compressor. Nothing too huge, but a pretty decent one, so I can use you know, an impact and maybe some other air tools here and there at the house. I really do want to get some tires. I think I'm probably going to start looking for some tires at the junkyard relatively soon. These front tires, especially this one here, is very, no, it's not looking too good. So since the car will be drivable again, then I can drive it to work and change them out. You can see all the rust on these brake rotors once I get out of the way, because like I said, the car has been sitting, and that's an unfortunate thing there. So I brought the old tool set out so I don't have to keep running back and forth to the house. Hopefully I might have to here and there, but I put this in the trunk of the car because I had to help somebody with something at their house not that long ago, and I just never took it out. And like I said, I don't really feel like walking up and down the steps and getting stuff out of the drawer, so hopefully just about everything we need will be in this little box. Keep in mind, this little toolbox here, this is what got me through the original Aztec rebuilt. I've had that set for 10 years, so now it's just my little portable set. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we have to take the brakes apart. So we're going to remove our brake caliper. Some people will leave the caliper and the you know, the keep it bolted to the bracket. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take it apart, just because I think it's going to be a little easier that way for me. So these caliper bolts are 12s. We'll try and do a little bit of you know, some first person action and some tripod action today too. So we got those out. This is probably going to be stuck a little bit. Looks like we're going to need brakes again soon. Not that soon, but these were just kind of the cheap pads when I put the brakes on this back in 2021. That's when we did that. So, but they're looking maybe about 5 millimeters maybe. So we'll be doing brakes again, I'm sure, if the car still is accepting of it. So alright, so now that we got that caliper out of the way, we need to remove the actual bracket. Those were 13s. There we go. So the caliper will come out. Pads are nice and free, so that's good. They're not seized. So those pads are just, you know, kind of cheap. And now I'm going to take this rotor off. That wasn't that bad. I don't want to put it under there because the power steering fluid's leaking. Hopefully that'll be real soon too. Oh, and here we are at our hub. Oh, this is going to be a treat. Oh man. Okay, so there are bolts back here. There's one right there. There's another up here. There's another one probably right around where this ABS wiring is. So this might be kind of hard to film. Don't know what size they are yet. They should be accessible. Smaller than that. Okay, so is it a 13? Are they 13s? Hold on. Oh wow. Okay, so I think they're 13s. Yeah, they are. Well, kind of expected them to be a little bit bigger than that. Yeah, that other one is, we're gonna need an extension, but it's pretty much right behind this ABS wiring. We're gonna unplug this now, actually, and we're gonna have to loosen this. Now this I was kind of worried about. I don't have too many larger sockets. The only two that I have at work that I brought home is a 30 and a 32. This is a 30. Oh no. Don't tell me I have to go to the store. Oh, and we do. God darn it. So we have to go buy a bigger socket. So it's probably either a 34 or 36. That's unfortunate. Really hope that it doesn't want to rain later on as we head back. That will be very sad. But it's 60. Oh, it's 59. The window's down. It's a nice day. A nice day to be frustrated. I really do hope that that just comes off in, you know, a couple of swings. I also hope that we can get it done before it gets dark. It's already 4:45. So, yeah. But on the plus side, I will also be buying a box of gloves. Well guys, it is now just a little after 5 o'clock. Harbor Freight does not sell a socket bigger than a 32 millimeter by itself, which is kind of upsetting, because if I wanted to buy a 34 or a 35, not 35, 36, I'd have to buy a whole axle set for like 70 bucks. So I'm gonna go to a car parts store and hope that they at least have it. I brought the new nut with me, assuming that it's the same size as the one that's on there now. Hopefully it is. But my guess is it's either a 34 or a 36. So yeah, that's where we're at. I did buy my gloves, and I also bought a light because I'm gonna need it. So it's an LED light. It stands up on its own, so that's kind of good. That'll hopefully help us, because the cloud cover is definitely making it darker than it should be. unfortunately. So that's where we're at in this venture. Oh man, do you guys see how dark it is now? It is going on 5:30. Man, this has turned into quite the ordeal. So, it turns out the axle nut that came with the bearing from Rock Auto is a 35 millimeter, which is weird. Very, very bizarre. Now, it's probably because it is like an aftermarket thing. However, that does lead to the question, you know, what is the original one that is on the Grand Am now, the factory one, and that the one that's on there now is definitely the factory. So, you know, taking to Google, you know, I got a whole bunch of different answers, you know, ranging from 32 up to 36. You know, we know. I don't know. This is just, you know, so, okay, what I did was I had to buy a 35 millimeter socket. So I bought that. Probably the only time that I'll ever need a 35, but you never know. In the car business, who knows? I could probably use it at work for something one of these times. So I bought that. However, just because of the uncertainty of what is on the Grand Am right now, I rented an axle socket set from the parts store, and it ranges, you know, it definitely is going to cover the sizes that it could possibly be. The only thing is it doesn't have the 35, obviously, because most axle sizes are even numbers. So I rented the set, had to buy the socket that we need to install the new axle, the new hub. Boy, what an ordeal. And yeah, like I said, as predicted, it's very dark now, so we're gonna be working in the dark tonight. Hope that we can get this done. On the plus side, it's still close to 60 degrees, so that's good. Alright, so we got our two lights set up. I had this one at over here at the house. Alright, so here's our kit that we got from Advanced. Let's see. So which one is this? What's a 36? 34. Oh, might be a 36. Hold on. Is it really a 35? Oh my god. It's the 35. Wow. Wow. Holy crap, you gotta be kidding me. So we rented this for nothing. Alright, well, good to know. Good thing I didn't buy it. 35. Good job, GM. Good job. Alright, so I think we came to the conclusion that these, oh, I gotta put my gloves on. The bolts themselves were what, 13s? What is this? That's a 13. Gonna need an extension. Alright, so we got the wheel turned. And we're using our trusty black pipe. Turning the wheel kind of helped, and also a 1/2 inch socket works better than the 13 on this bolt so far. So this one down here is the easiest to get to. So there's one. I'll try to get this one again. It's a little tighter. Oh, that's tight space, but it's on there. Let's see if we can use the black pipe to try to pry this one down. So far, so good. so for the last one, I think I have to turn the wheel in the other direction. Ooh, man, that guy just made it in there. Here, look how tight that is over. Ooh, just made it. All right. The socket's stuck to. Oh, there we go. All right, so there's that. Get the bolt out. All right, so now I'm gonna try to turn the wheel in the other direction, and we should be able to reach the other side. I'm gonna get this caliper back over there. Try to wedge it up against the control arm. It's probably not gonna stay. There we go. All right, so now we'll turn the wheel to the other side, and we should be able to get the other ones, I think, just underneath this tie rod here. Alright, and you guys aren't going to be able to see it. I can't even feel it yet. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's literally right under this connector. Alright, so let's see, which one is this? We want this one. Might have to move you guys out of the way a little bit. Okay. Yeah, there. That's better. Okay. Ooh, okay, we're good. Okay. Wow, that could have been bad. Okay. How far? It's close. I think the clip is keeping it in. Yep, lift up on that. There it is. Whew, okay, that wasn't too bad yet. Okay, so now I'm going to straighten the wheel, and we're going to try our hardest to get this axle nut loosened. Before we do that, we're going to spray some WD-40 on this thing. I also kind of soaked the rest of this in WD, hoping it's, I don't know, soaking into something. It may not be. It's probably just running off. I don't know. Either way, we can only hope it's going to do some good. Also, the wheels are chalked behind me because I'm going to go in that direction, so the car shouldn't move. I hope. All right. Oh boy, we got it. Wow. All right. This is what they call an old style axle nut, apparently. I don't know how well this is coming out on the camera. Oh, not at all. Hold on. So, I'm just gonna take it off the tripod. Okay. So, In service data, this is called an old style axle nut, where it's kind of got like those little slots. This was torqued to like 230 some foot-pounds, I think. The new one, which I guess would be considered new style, doesn't have to be torqued that much. It's like 100 and some. I'll have to bring service data over here when we're ready and show you guys. Alright, so now I do want to tap that axle out, so we're going to put this back on there. Sorry. Alright, and we're going to just take the hammer or mallet and kind of see if we can tap it out of the hub there. Alright, so now we're at the part that I was dreading. So I have this hub removal tool installed, and basically now we just have to hit it until it breaks the hub off of the knuckle. I'm gonna try it with the soft mallet first, because I really don't want it making a whole lot of noise, because that might be kind of loud right now. So I'm gonna try it with the mallet. If it doesn't work, then we'll move on to that. Let's see what happens. I think it's starting at the top. If I could put my nail in between the knuckle and the hub now. So I think it's coming. I broke my mallet. Oh, it's coming. There we go. Wow. Alright, let's take these off. I tighten them up a little bit. Whew, that's a workout. For now, this video would be a lot better if it was in the daytime. I know, I'm sorry. Oh, that one's not coming. There it is. Okay, take these. Okay. Put that back in the box that I borrowed it from. Thank you, Alex. Rest of these, put them in the. Alright, so we're done with that. The only thing I have to do, I forgot about that wiring harness there. So let me work on unclipping that. I have to switch sides. Man, I wonder how much stuff got destroyed trying to pound on that. Let's see. I'm tired now. My headache did go away. I think all that rush. Let's see. So this. Oh, you know what? That comes off. Okay, so hold on, that might not be Nope. Okay. Never mind. That could stay. Oh, it really can't stay. But it goes back on. So hold on 1 second here. You know what? I'm just gonna rip it off of there, I think. Because it's no good to us anyway. And then I'll deal with that thing. Alright. There you are. Are we missing a piece? I think it actually came apart in the knuckle because we could see the bearings. Maybe. See the bearings? And by itself we can feel the grind. Alright, so the problem that we're facing is the part that actually broke off is the tone ring for the sensor, because as you can see down there, the connector, the wiring is still there. The wiring didn't come out with our hub. So that would explain that. So I have to figure out how to get that guy out of there, and then we can move on, I hope. Alright, so here's what was left over. So there's the actual, tone ring for the sensor. You can see the wiring actually still hanging on it. And then this, well, here was the actual back of the hub. And then there was that guy too. All we have to do is pull this out of here and that's it. Now what I have to do, this is going to be kind of challenging because I can't really push the axle all the way through the knuckle. But I gotta clean that hole. I did bring my drill home and my brush. I could probably try to work around that. So that's gonna take some time, but I want to clean this face off here, and I want to try to clean all the stuff from the inside as best as we can before we put the new hub on. And I have to go in the house. I think I have a little bit of brake clean left, so I want to make sure we clean all that stuff off there, and then we can put the new one on. So we're halfway there. As best as I'm going to be able to get it. Might have to, we might put some some grease in there to kind of help get the new one in also, so that'll probably help. Axle in the way, it's kind of hard. The inside of that's pretty good. Apparently all I like to do is keep empty cans of brake clean around the house. All I have is kind of like this brake lubricant, this green stuff, but I'm just gonna put a glob of it in here, and then I'm gonna take my finger and just to get a thin layer of it, kind of help maybe get the new one to seat. Yeah, that's a very thin layer of it. I might put some on the splines of the axle too, a little bit, just to kind of ease that in there. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and put the new one on. So it actually looks like the new hub. The wiring connector does come with that clip to slide onto that metal piece. So that's good to know. Okay. So this has to go it's going to have to go between the axle faces upward, I think. So maybe try to push that. Put that there first. There. Get that back there. There we go. Okay. We'd start to slide that on there. Now, this is going to be difficult, but we want to obviously match the splines on the... Oh, we got it. Okay. Pick that back up. This is going to be tough. Alright, hold on. We got to take it back off the splines because we have to... Since we can't turn the axle since the car's on the ground, we're going to have to take it off the splines, and we're going to have to do the rotate it so all of the mounting points will be, there we go, lined up. It's in the splines because the shaft's not moving. We just have to get it in the... get it through the splines. The shaft keeps bending. Okay. I'm gonna fight with this off camera just so I don't waste time. So I'll be right back. Yep, well, good thing I have a donor wire. Oh, man. Alright, so now we're going to have two, it keeps beeping. We're going to have two front hubs that now have butt connectors on them. I cannot believe that. So I cut the old one off. This is the old one. Cut it from the tone ring there. And basically I just kind of matched each wire to how it was, you know, in that tone ring. They're not twisted or anything. They're perfectly straight wires in this little sleeve here. So I matched it up with kind of, you know, how that was. Now, hopefully, you know, I would imagine they're routed the same. But at least now that wire's a little longer. So things just never go according to plan. This was just a bad night to begin with. Alright. Anyway, all I was trying to do is the the axle shaft was just like maybe a tooth off because the holes weren't lining up 100%. They were just slightly off, and all I was trying to do was get that back off, and it was stuck on there, and then all of a sudden it came loose and completely ripped that connector off. So it is what it is. Hopefully that won't give us any problems. Obviously if it does, I'll know what it is. So yeah, but whatever. Let's go ahead and try to finish this up. Alright, so here's our update. So I was finally able to get the all the bolts started into the new hub. I got the center nut just kind of tightened, so the axle should be, you know, completely drawn in. Like I said, it's splined. Did not mean to zoom in, my bad. So according to service data, I only printed this out just for the torque specs, but you'll see. So so the hub assembly bolts are supposed to be torqued to 70 foot-pounds. Those are the 3 that go along the back. And the center nut, so as you'll see here, like I said, there's an old style and a new style. The one that came with our hub, it would be new style. It's torqued to 173 foot-pounds. The old style, which is the one that we took off, and I'll show you the picture here if I can flip the page. Oh my gosh. There we go. So the old style, yeah, see, old style. Anyway, that would be torqued to 284 foot-pounds. So we have the new style, and we're going to torque it to 173. Alright, so I turned the wheels again to make it easier to get to this tie rod one. Whew, this thing just makes 70. Wow. That's 70. Okay. Is this gonna fit in there? Yeah, it will. All right. Whew. I hope it's on there okay, especially with the extension. Oh, all right, so there's 70. Wow, that's nerve-wracking. All right, let's turn the wheel the other way. Get the other two. We'll go to this one down here first. Okay. All right. 70 there. Oh, this is the tough one here. I don't think that we're gonna need another extension. That's nerve-wracking. Oh boy. Okay. 70. And that should be it. Check this one again. Probably fine. For sure. Okay, and now we have to do the center nut. 173 foot-pounds. Here we go. Sorry, the light fell. Oh, there we go. Probably should do this with the wheels straight, but wow. Oh boy. Okay, it's tightening. Oh. Okay, I'm going to straighten the wheel, and I'm going to do that one more time just to make sure that that axle came through, because, you know, it is turned, so it may not be in all the way. I'm assuming it is, but we'll give it one more click with the wheel straight, just to make sure that we're good. Okay, one more time for good measure. Yeah. That's it, guys. So that's how you do the hub on your 03 Grand Am. Alright, let's go ahead and put our brakes back together. Boy, I have quite the mess to clean up here tonight, man. I really, really wish I had a garage. I am going to drive it tonight. Don't think just because it's dark I'm not taking it out to see how it is. Plus, I'm curious about this ABS. This stupid ABS situation that I caused. I can't believe that. Alright, so I'm going to put the camera, it's getting ready to die soon. I'm going to put the brakes back together, plug the ABS in, and then we'll finish it up by putting the wheel on, torquing it down. Alright, so just to show you what we got going on here, we got the nasty looking rotor back on. Here's what I did with the wiring. So I got it on the harness, or the connectors on the clip. I just went ahead and zip tied that away from the axle since there's more wire now, so that should be just fine. Holy crap. See all the power steering fluid? That'll be next. That'll be next. Ooh, is that our line? Oh, so that's the line. There it is. Okay. I am planning on doing both. I don't know how I'm going to do that. That's going to be... Getting to the rack over there is going to be probably a nightmare. The rest of the lines are pretty easy. They run up through the top. Alright. So yeah. So I have to clean all this stuff up now. And then I'll put the wheel on. And like I said, we'll go... we'll take it up the street and see if it falls off. I hope not. I am kind of curious. I do want to turn the key over and see if we have an ABS light. Because that'll ensure that at least the wiring should be correct. There could also be a chance if I messed it up, it probably won't show up until we start driving. So let's see what happens. No ABS light, so I can assume that my wiring is good based off the principle of what we did on this side here. No light, no problem. Alright, let's get our brake pedal feel back. She didn't like that. Alright, so moment of truth. We're going to see if our lights come on once this thing moves. We're also going to see if everything else is okay. Alright. We're in gear now. These brakes are very rusty. Alright, so no lights, so that's good. You can stop, so that's good too. I think my door's open. Freaking is. Hold on. That was weird. There we go. Got a lot of rusting off the rotors. Alright, but we're moving. We're fogging up too. Ugh, it's very muggy now. Wow. Let me put this window up for a second. Ugh. That seems to be a lot better. Yeah, there's no grind. Alright, that's good. That's a good thing. And no ABS lights. I'm trying to make it to the parts store before they close. I'd like to get the refund of that for that kit that I didn't need. Yay. Well guys, we didn't quite make it to the parts store, unfortunately. So we're at the Taco Bell drive-thru now. So far the car seems to be doing well. So this is where I'm going to end my night because I'm very tired now and I'm hungry. So thanks for coming along on the first vlog of the new year. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Power steering lines will be soon also, I hope. And that one issue with the Fiesta that I have to tell you guys about, that'll be coming up soon also. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks again for joining me tonight. Take care.